Josh Eastern here with Eddie Cotton after IU media availability today before their game against Penn State on Saturday. Let's get right into it. They're going to be missing Jeremiah Gutjahr for the rest of the season. What does that do to this team?
I think he played an absolutely vital role on this team, the way he was kind of a quarterback almost, like a point guard for that midfield, the way he could get up and down and play box to box. But what it does is it alleviates an opportunity now, opens it up for Trevor Swartz to go back to a role he used to play last year at that center defensive mid as a box-to-box guy. And I think he's best suited for that position. So he'll be able to move down there. What we're going to see is a lot more of Austin Poncho now playing around that 10 role. We'll eventually see Reese Buckmaster move up there once Jordan Klein recovers from injury, and he appears to be match fit within the next few matches. But what we really see, the main objective of this scenario is that Indiana is going to get to show off how versatile they are. They're going to lose a very important player, but they have so many different options to work around that, and it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah, Trevor Swartz said he was very comfortable playing in that 8 role where he played last year. But going into this weekend, they're going back into Big Ten play after a couple games out of the conference. What do you think their mindset is going into this?
We just dominated pretty much everyone we've played. We've shown why we potentially have the best back line in the nation, potentially the best back line in Indiana soccer history. And yet right now in the standings, they're, what, 5th in the Big Ten? 6th in the Big Ten.
Going into this weekend.
So the mentality has to be, okay, we are very talented. We have performed well. Now we have to earn the Big Ten. Now we have to show it in the big time in conference play against big ranked opponents. Penn State's the start, and they're not as incredible as the rest, but then the schedule just bears down on you with Kentucky, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Michigan State.
And just speaking of those games, Penn State, they're not ranked. They haven't won a game in the Big Ten. Should still be a physical challenge, as Coach Yakeley said after practice today. But looking forward down the line, you mentioned Michigan State, Kentucky, Ohio State, Wisconsin. A lot of good teams still coming up for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, and the competition level is going to be absolutely incredible to watch. But honestly, you still have to be very confident if you're an Indiana fan. They're the number 1 team in the country. There's nothing to worry about realistically. But they're going to have to come to play. And they're going to have to prove themselves again and again and again, which they already did, though. They've done that against Notre Dame. They've done it against other ranked opponents because Indiana constantly challenges themselves. But what can't happen is what happened against Michigan, a 1-1 draw against a ranked opponent in the Big Ten. They need to clean that up. Of course, the weather was bad in that game, but they have to have the right mentality.
And going into these next few games, Coach Yakeley said they could get some injured players back in Justin Rennicks and Jordan Klein that will absolutely help this team. So they're going to go out to Penn State this weekend and State College. They return back for Kentucky next Wednesday. You'll be on the call for that one. Should be a fun game. So for Eddie, I'm Josh. Talk to you next time.